We are the Wormhole Extremists watching Stargate SG1's Crossroads. My name is David. I'm with Nicole.
Hello, hello.
And Evie.
Hello?
And we're almost about to see Mr. Braytac.
Yeah, definitely Braytac.
Indeed.
That's a lot of military personnel.
For Braytac.
Yes, it is.
Oh, wait, it's not Braytac. I forgot. He's not in this.
No,
he's
but
not.
She did use his
IDC.
IDC.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, yeah, Braytac. Because it's just like, yeah, no, it's going to be Shunna. Here we go.
Oh, it's funny. Of the Red Hills.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Catherine
yeah, I like they all
Power's
have
only
places.
episode this season.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good episode. Like, I don't think it's one of my favorites, but I do think this is a good episode.
Whoa.
Oh,
Jaw
dear.
drop.
Okay, right.
Jack
Wait,
is-
Evie. Ooh.
So Jack is totally right. Like, there is some serious sparkage between these two. It just feels like the third wheel now.
A massive third wheel. This whole thing really bothers me, right? Because his relationship with his wife is very
That's
like
true.
weird. Because he loves his
Yeah.
wife, right? But then he seems
Yeah.
to love this woman, and I'm just like, sometimes Teal'c is not the greatest guy in moments like this, and I'm like, Teal'c, you're my favorite, and then you do this.
Isn't technically a free man though, because she
Just
kind of
'cause they're
dissolved
divorced.
their
You can't
their connection 'cause
apply
she got
Earth
remarried.
rules, to them. That's not entirely
That's
fair.
why I try to
That's a
forgive
good
it.
point.
Yeah.
But she married another person to help their child, you
But
know.
still, there was an annulment.
Teal'c's vibing with Shunna, even though he loves his wife.
Doesn't
How I
does Drac get brought up in this episode?
No, never.
No, she doesn't.
Wow.
No.
Why is it disrespectful? What, see?
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah.
This feels so disrespectful. As
It's-
much as
yeah.
I
Well,
like
it's kind of
love her.
like when Daniel flirts with other people and they don't really bring up Shara. It's
Yeah,
no
but
different
she's
than that.
dead. Teal'c's wife's still around.
Mm-hmm.
No, but even before she died. So
Ew.
I was gonna say that obviously we have Masetta Vanda as Shinnok. So this is her first of 2 guest appearances. She does return in season 6 as Shauna in The Changeling. And she's been in a few Hollywood blockbusters, which I didn't realize. She was in the Coen brothers film Oh Brother, Where Art Thou with George Clooney, and she was in Wild Wild West with Will Smith and Kevin Kline. And she's also appeared in quite a few music videos for renowned artists like Elton John, Rod Stewart, Tina Turner, and call it irony, but she appears in Elton John's clip for Healing Hands, which I thought was kind of funny because of Stargate and the whole Goa'uld healing device connection.
Brilliant.
I was blown away when I did my research because I found out that Peter Wingfield, who plays Tanith / Hebron, this is his first of 3 appearances, by the way. But speaking
Only
of
3?
Healing Hands, Peter originally trained as a doctor before switching to acting before graduation.
I can see that.
He was most well known for his role in Highlander. He was in 31 episodes. And he also holds an advanced level stage fighting certificate and is a former Welsh national trampoline champion.
Lord.
And in 2011, he put his acting career on hold to return to medical school, and he graduated in 2015 and currently works as an adult cardiothoracic anesthesiologist fellow at Cedars Sinai Medical Center in LA.
Yes, I asked him for
He's
an
done a
interview,
lot.
and
He's
what
busy.
I found out. So
Wow.
you just never know. Michael Crichton started off as a doctor and then became an author.
That's crazy.
Easy Sparky just said I almost hit the skip intro. Yeah, no, don't do that with us.
If you want to wait around, you can.
Yeah.
Beautiful headpiece.
Yeah.
It is. It's probably hiding a wig, I imagine.
I suspect.
I love the apprentice gag. He just brings it throughout the whole episode. It's so funny.
Like, he's really irked. He's just like, wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this episode's kind of it's a pretty serious episode overall, but that bit sort of helps lighten it slightly.
Oh, come on, sister. It's Gould pretending to be I'm a Tok'ra. But I suppose Egeria did it, so, it can be done.
Well, that's it. So this is actually, the first mention of Egeria, but we don't really learn too much more about her until season 6.
Yeah, when she dies.
Yep.
Rip.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool episode, though.
And Tanith's entry also kicks off a domino effect of events that eventually brings Anubis into the picture.
That's true, too.
Yeah.
Apparently, in Germany, this episode is called Shinnok's Sacrifice, which kind of gives away the ending.
Yep. Yeah.
Is that what
Germany is
said?
really good about doing that. I mean, in season 3, Forever and a Day was called Shari's Dead. So
yeah. Yes. So, when I was doing my research, I was on Gateworld, and it was sort of debated whether Tanith could have chosen Shinnok as a host, because Teal'c said in 1969 that if his symbiote grew up and couldn't find a host, it would take him over.
Yeah.
So on Gateworld, they theorized that it's because like fixing a Jafar's broken immune system might be a bit too tough for a symbiote, or maybe it's just that the symbiotes just view the Jafar as slaves.
Yeah, or he just really, really wanted to spy on the Tok'ra and win some points with the Apophis.
Also, if you watch Shinnok's stomach, the hole in her dress disappears.
I hate when that happens.
So it's a CG hole?
It's a CG hole, so it's all healed up now.
That's interesting, yeah.
Maybe it's alien clothing.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's like Back to the Future 2, like instead of it drying on its own, it like self-heals.
It does, beg the question, how long can a symbiote stay in there?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's running out of room.
That's true.
So,
this is not a goldfish we're talking about.
No, so I had a thought. So I think the Tok'ra could have benefited from some rebranding. So instead of using the phrase "find a new coast," they could have called it rehoming.
Rehoming your Tok'ra symbiote.
Symbiote needs its forever home.
Yeah. It sounds so less aggressive and more like a puppy.
Lockwatcher, the cast kept pronouncing her name Chinook. Once one actor did it, they all started doing it. That's funny.
Brilliant.
I love Chinooks.
God, these two have so much tension.
Ooh, it was like a darkness that just came over his eyes.
Why is he always so ready to tell women from his planet what to do? It's so infuriating. Stop it,
It's a cultural thing.
I know, and I don't like it. It's fine. It's fine. It's just, ugh.
Oh, yeah,
he talks to Sam with such respect.
Jeez.
Like, at least she gives as good as she gets. Like, tell him off.
Oh, yeah, she does, for sure. Yeah.
Ooh. I think it's kind of convenient that if Teal'c, really meditates deeply and tries to hear his symbiote, that he suddenly gets images of his father being murdered.
Yeah.
I have points to make on that later.
Okay.
But
I mean, I can buy that it's that a symbiote from that queen. But
I was gonna say genetic memory stuff.
Conveniently, suddenly start listening.
Yeah.
If you listen hard enough.
I was gonna say that.
But you gotta buy it.
So I was going to say that sometimes my stomach also talks to me. So it usually shows me pictures of the food I wish I hadn't eaten so much of.
That made me smile. Yeah, I'm imagining food right now. I could really go for a good bowl of granola right now.
Oh gosh.
And my stomach just responded. I don't know if anybody heard that.
No.
Oh,
I
it was
heard
ready.
something. I thought I heard something.
That's a screenshot from Bane.
No.
Oh wow.
I don't want to see Bane. Get
Oh, you
that
saw a
off my
screenshot.
screen.
It's gonna taint the whole episode now.
Ugh.
Jeez.
1 out of 7.
So is it just me, or does the cast switch around the pronunciation of Dr. Fraser's name? Like, I feel like sometimes
Yes.
it's Fraser and sometimes it's Fraser and sometimes it's the same person that
Yeah.
says
Yep.
one and then the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty
But
fluid with it.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like Goa'uld and Gould.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree.
Or Gould.
Gould, yeah.
Gould. I always find it really awkward when one of them's getting their flirt on and the other one's all like, oh, ew, well, how do we react to this? It's not very professional.
I just got to sit here and take it.
Yeah. Like when Daniel went and got all kissy-kissy with the Destroyer of Worlds. So
Yeah, he sure knows
they
how
were
to
all like,
pick 'em.
ooh, yeah.
Thing or two in 2,000 years.
Mhm.
I love this interaction. Jack.
Hello.
But if the Tok'ra are willing to
Master
try, Master Teal'c.
I'm here to serve. But Teal'c's like just not having any of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack is such a pot stirrer. I love it. Yeah, I was literally gonna say, but you sort of brought the point up earlier. So with Teal'c envisaging his father's death,
Yeah.
so like Teal'c's symbiote has memories of Cronus, suggesting it came from Cronus's
Mhm.
genetic line, as David said. But like, how did a symbiote from Cronus's line end up on Apophis's homeworld, considering that they're enemies?
Well, they absorb stuff and yeah. So didn't, after the whole Cronus thing, didn't like Teal'c like flee to join like Apophis's stuff when he was a kid or something?
It helps me buy into my own personal headcanon theory that if you love your children, you're not going to put them in the belly of a soldier on the front line. You'll put someone else's children in the belly of your soldiers on the front line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
My whole problem.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
Gold, if they're so important, why are you putting them in the fight with your enemies? It's always been one of my issues with that.
Well, this is going to be pleasant. I really like seeing this actually because we don't really get to go back to like Teal'c's history all that often.
Yeah.
Like we get was it Threshold, and that's like the one really great time we get to go back. But going back and seeing his actual dad,
Yes.
it's very cool because Braytak's always been his dad to me. So it's like,
Yeah. Well, on that note, his father is played by Sean Millington, and this is his second of 17 appearances across SG1 and Atlantis. He predominantly appears as Staff Sergeant Peterson, but he also worked with Peter DeLuise on 21 Jump Street and Brad Wright in 2 episodes of The Outer Limits.
I forgot that Kronos came back for this.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
For like a few seconds.
Ron Halder. Uh-huh.
I like that. Rip.
More like a rip snap.
Yeah.
And rest in peace.
Yeah.
That's why I said rip. R.I.P. Yeah, honestly, actually, I think that out of everyone's backstories that I want to actually see, I think Teal'c's the one that I've always wanted to see the most, just because I want to
Yeah,
understand him better. Because
it could
obviously,
have
I've
been
got like,
fleshed out. That's like
yeah,
a mini series or like a
Mm.
feature film
literally, they could easily
in
do
the
that.
yeah, in the wings, because that would be really cool to see.
It's one of the things that Christopher and we at Stargate Command were talking about years ago.
Yeah, I would
Ah,
appreciate it because the thing is, right? So like you make some great points, David, about like how I have my own perceptions of how things should be, but obviously Tilt comes from a different culture, and so I don't
mm-hmm.
understand him. I think it's simply that I don't understand those aspects of his culture because I haven't seen it enough to
Mm-hmm.
understand the behaviors, and I just
Yes.
wanna walk a mile in his shoes and understand.
Mm-hmm. Egeria.
Woo!
Sounds in childbirth. Yeah.
Do you think this is where her big crush was like really blooming for Daniel? Anissa's crush on him?
Yeah, it's possible.
Like she loves his brain. I love his brain too. I'm a total Anise.
So some gold have converted.
Yeah, but not in recent memory,
Yep.
Yeah.
which is interesting.
But they have history of it working before, so they
Yeah.
Yeah.
are interested.
What if she's lying and they don't have a history of it and they're saying, yeah, yeah, it might work. And then, more Tok'ra conniving going on.
I don't
You've
know.
raised my suspicions, David.
Well, they may intend on torturing him,
Hmm.
but I think we see their outcome. They
I wish
intend
that
to use
Sharnak
him anyway.
just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I wish Sharnak had decided to stay on Earth.
Absolutely.
Like, I hate that she stayed with the Tok'ra. They were like, you want to watch over your recovery. Boo.
Well, her wish will come true.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Nope. Yep.
Oh, he's like, I'm gonna lose her again.
He's gonna lose everyone except
Mm.
for brain no work.
Brain no work.
Brain no work. You know
Ishtar.
who? Yes, thank you, Ishta. Jolene Blaylock. There we go. I was trying to remember that for some
Yep.
reason.
Well, they know they have to work quickly.
Mm.
Otherwise, you might burn down the whole SGC by all these candles.
I just
Yeah,
find it interesting the way
yeah.
that she acts like this symbiote is actually her child. Like it's very
Yeah.
interesting.
Kelma?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Shinnok has had to change her own mindset on what a symbiote is, as well as trying to change the mindset of the symbiote and what they're programmed to do. Does that make any sense?
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a hero in Jaffa Land.
Mm.
Do you think Teal'c ever cheated on his wife with Sharnak when they were together?
It's entirely possible.
Mm, I thought Tilk, one of them mentions that they've known each other since childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think he's an
I am
honorable man,
assuming it
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
predates
You think they
Tilk's
like they
first
like
wife.
they were each other's like firsts or something and then they like never
I think it
forgot.
was like a first love or a crush
Yeah.
type thing. Yeah, like a boyhood crush.
Very possible.
A boyhood crush, 100 odd years ago when he was actually an adolescent.
Hmm. Dear, dear, tension.
Mm.
Evil. Hatred.
Like Kenny.
Oh my God, that voice.
Hmm.
So maybe she knew him when that happened.
Yeah.
So if they're friends since childhood, and Tilk was presumably a child when his father passed away.
That's when they fled to Chulak.
Yeah.
They probably met just as it all went down.
That's because symbiotes are conniving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's called
that is
manipulation.
That's
Yep.
like a symbiote with a long con.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the longest con.
Well, it's
Oh,
just like
Gotta
Imhotep.
respect it.
Imhotep and
Yeah.
Kitano. Same thing.
Yeah.
Playing into gullible people.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I forgot about Imhotep.
Oh. Well, you got a wife to fall back on, so.
Jeez.
They're not married though.
In their hearts, they are.
I don't know. You can never like escape the memory of your first love.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Teal like gets a lot of ladies, like
Mm-hmm.
more than we realize. I feel like Teal's the only one that has like lasting relationships on this show.
That's
You
one of the
know?
benefits you get from writing your own episodes.
Yeah. He gets to actually
Yeah.
enjoy being like having relationships. Gee, always happy.
Yeah, I was like, he's looking well rested and refreshed. Wink, wink.
Yeah. Daniel's like, whoa! I've never had Teal be so happy to see me.
Could you stop walking? Playing with the book.
Yeah.
Actors love business.
Yeah. He's so happy. Little spring in his step, yeah. Why is
They're all-
Daniel so cute?
Well, they're, you know, it's funny. They're close, but they're all awkward with one another, which makes
Yeah.
it really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they don't know how to like deal with things sometimes, like the real heavy
No,
stuff.
maybe it's just, you know, I don't know. It's just the old sort of a bit of a cliche, but you know, like guys just don't know how to talk about personal stuff like that.
Mhm.
I feel like Daniel's really bad at being emotional, which is ironic because Daniel's really good at like letting his emotions out when it comes to doing the right thing. But when it comes to like Jack and Teal'c, he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
So you'll
You
notice
know?
here the 5 figures are all wearing pants.
Okay.
See that?
Yeah.
I'll
But
bring
they
this up
actually wearing
later.
skirts.
And then
Are they actually
here,
wearing
Shinnok
skirts?
is suddenly wearing a dress. So either like these transport rings work similarly to Superman's telephone booth, or they've reused footage from Jolinar's memories. And
I
this
think that
person was actually Matuf.
The latter is probably the case, yes. If you like the
Jesus,
hype.
Jack.
Jeez.
Oh no.
Maybe.
Well,
it's so
Jack,
funny.
you'll find out next week. Oh dear.
I think this is one of the rare episodes where both the masters, Jacob and Braytak, are mentioned but not seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Isn't this where they they met, the actresses met and bonded and developed a bit of a friendship in real life?
These two?
Yes,
Yeah.
Vanessa Angel and Musetta Vanda are good friends.
Really?
Yeah.
Entirely possible. I did not
When
know
we
that.
met them in the convention in the UK, they were just
Yes.
like attached at the hip, and
Oh,
they went
wow,
and
They
did
were.
some
They're
just
sightseeing
really
stuff
tight.
together.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, there was some
Mm.
sightseeing stuff together. Took loads of cute photos. It was very lovely.
Yeah. So the Tok'ra tunnels have a bit of a different look compared to the ones that we've seen so far.
They've added hay.
Yeah, so it's either like they're capable of creating diverse designs using the tunnel growing tech, or maybe they've tweaked the settings, or maybe the crystals borrow sort of like minerals, etc., from the surrounding earth. Which
I suspect that
very replicator in nature.
Yeah, I suspect that the planet's composition has to do with it.
Yeah.
So, or it's just spray painted hay.
Yes, or that.
I always wondered what it was. He was so cute when he was just a good old human. It's so sad what happens.
I really admire how he can just switch. Like it's
Yeah.
just almost like even looks like a different person when he takes on
he looks so adorable. Like he's got this beautiful glint in his eye. Like he's so innocent and sweet, and in a second it's about to go real dark.
Yep. You're about to spend the rest of your existence in torture and pain.
I kind of want to have surgery in LA so he can be the anesthesiologist.
There we go.
The way that he's like, take me in a second, like,
yeah,
like my guy. Look how ready he is.
Well, like the way that Tanith forcibly takes over Hebron should be a big red flag, like in and of itself, because it's so violent.
Yeah.
Yeah, very unpleasant. Oh dear. Yeah, that is an evil guy right there.
The transference.
Make it sound like such a peaceful transaction.
Thing is, it's only horrible for like 1 second. I'm not gonna lie, right? Childbirth is way worse than that. Like, oh yeah, just bow it into his neck ever so slightly. Like, not that much of a big deal. He looks nuts. Like the way his eyes are like
he's
so
just changed,
wide.
Right?
That is just an evil looking man. That is a suspicious man right there.
Where did they get the other Goa'uld?
Don't know.
What Jaffa did they have to kill?
Yeah. Do you think they have like a little like area full of Jafar in prison in case of an emergency like this?
Yeah. So it appears the Goa'uld either choose their own names or are born with them, because it's only after Tanith inhabits Hebron that he shares his name. Interestingly, I googled and Tanith means serpent lady.
Serpent lady?
Yes, serpent lady.
Interesting. I suspect Mom gives
them names. Was Tanith actually a lady who was like, I am now man?
Well, they're gender neutral, aren't they?
Yeah, right, so just chose. They were probably given like a more female name and then went, but I am a man.
Yep. I happen to be put into a male body, so here we go.
So I really like the fact that like so a second ago his eyes were like really wide because he'd like never been inside like a person's head before.
Yeah.
And now he's like kind of mellowed out, but like evil. Look, the acting here, Tanith is a great actor.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fantastic actor.
Look at him smile.
So they mentioned before using a young symbiote to heal Shinnok. So I guess the Tok'ra don't have any child symbiote labor laws.
That's such a bad joke. I really enjoyed it. It's all in due time.
Start talking to us. Give us something we can chew on.
Yeah.
God, the way that he just like looks so evil a second later. Honestly, Tanith should do a better job not looking so evil. Here we go.
Oh.
If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't even have him.
Knowledge we feel is useful. BS. That's really funny. Yeah, this is the larger question.
Yep.
Yeah, we can't know for sure.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, her child.
Ugh.
Ugh, yeah.
Jax is having none of it.
Yeah, kind of like really
very
like an
intimate.
actual child because they've only ever shared images, like
Yeah.
like a storybook.
So you know how like with babies apparently playing music on like your pregnancy belly will like
Mm-hmm.
give them like help them start learning in the womb already or something or like teach them good vibes
Mm-hmm.
or some stuff.
Yep.
So do you think if she like got some classical music and put it on over her like symbiote pouch, Tanith may have not been such a piece of crap?
Oh, that's a good comment.
Does
Thank you,
positive
thank you.
music prevent serial
Yeah.
killers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, we're getting
bit of
used to it.
Mozart.
So do you think the Tok'ra have like comment cards? Because Jax would read something like visited out of necessity, communication really sucks, management boned us again.
Yeah, 1 out of 7
I'm sure there's
triples.
a Yelp for him somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish that the Tok'ra were more a part of the show than they than they
Yeah.
ultimately were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
They kind of fizzle out.
Yeah, we just don't have
Well,
as
there
much
was
with
so
them.
much beef with
Mm-hmm.
them eventually.
Mm.
Oh, this again.
Here we go.
Yes.
You shouldn't have left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not his fault though.
Jed Ted,
Red
did
Ted
they? Yeah,
said,
go
"Oh,
ahead.
yep, no, I'm like sure." I did explain why Jacob's not in this. He's on other missions, right?
Yep, evidently.
Assumably, yeah.
Look, watch. How do they know where to stand? Classic joke. Yeah, you should be resting before I murder you.
Yeah, he's
Jeez.
he's gonna have to bring up his plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's going to have to fast forward on that a little bit.
Exactly.
Do you think he was like, I'm going to go into her chamber and murder her, but like, oh, she came here early. Perfect. My plans moved up.
I wanted to be well rested before I murdered her.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yep.
Ah.
Ah, gosh darn it.
Yeah. So I think Tilk is suffering from premature declaration.
Yeah. Declaration.
Is that a thing?
No.
I was about to Google it.
No.
That's just me trying to be funny.
Yeah, no. I think
It
it would be
was.
something else, obviously. And then she did that.
Yeah.
Yes, but he's in love.
Yeah, love
Mm,
clouds the mind.
mm.
Ugh. I mean, to be fair, going back to his planet is like, yeah, it's fair, but like, what are you gonna do? Apophis is still roaming around. Oh God.
Here we go.
No, they're going to share something with you, but you're not going to like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teal'c was so happy, ready to like go. He's like, I'm handing in my resignation.
He's getting ahead of himself. Yeah.
And oh dear.
It's like leaving your existing job without having another one to fall back on.
Literally.
With the look on her face.
Yeah.
Edie Sparky said, never understood why he exposed himself to her, because then he had to kill her. He didn't tell her what he was, and she wouldn't have known, and a secret of who it really was would have been kept, and he wouldn't have had to kill her.
Arrogance.
Yes, but that's not the point. Yeah. Tanith is just a bad guy who really wanted to kill her because the Goa'uld suck. But I wish that was the case, Edie Sparky.
Yeah.
Because I don't want her to be dead.
So for a
drama, I guess.
Group,
yeah, exactly.
For a group of people that live to expose the truth, the Tok'ra make terrible crime scene investigators. They're like just assuming that it was just because the symbiote was too young.
Well, that's what we think until we find out that
Yeah.
So.
But they know, don't they, already that Tanith did it? And then they're just like, nah, we're not going to say
I don't think that... Do they reveal how they figured it out? Because they don't have cameras.
No, I think they just knew. I think they just found her dead on the floor, like with her symbiote crushed, and they're just like, "Yep, no."
Oh, so the symbiote was crushed.
I think that's how it went down.
I think so. I assume so.
Because doesn't Teal'c again see visions of his father and like while communicating with her body?
So you'll actually see her eyelids fluttering when Teal'c kisses her. I mean, whose wouldn't? Like...
It's hard to act dead.
Yeah. Easy Sparky made a very amusing typo. Arrogance, I think, fits David. And then they were like, fits well, comma, David. I mean, why waste time snapping the neck of somebody when you can do it the painful way of like doing it the symbiote route? You know?
The poison, the poison is pretty awful.
Yeah. Because you wouldn't die instantly from the snap of that. You'd die from like the residual.
It's the
toxins.
Toxins, yeah.
Man, Christopher Judge has some great teeth. I wish my teeth looked that good.
Well, you can blame the British dental system.
Yeah, I really can.
Yep.
I love how fast they're like, hey.
Oh, that's right. The Tok'ra did know, but they didn't want to say.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot.
Because this is an example of them being absolute butts.
So we'll see Peter DeLuise behind Teal'c there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There he is. No.
Yeah.
Every time they've said this is always complete bull.
Yeah.
Also, like, what if you want to, like, smash, you know? Like, oh, you want some doors.
Mm-hmm.
Some privacy.
Mm-hmm.
Teal'c symbiote is like is helping in a really twisted way. Nope.
Yeah, basically.
They won't.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh God, Jack's just like, ugh.
See, I told you so.
I just shoves Peter DeLuise.
Right?
Yes.
I love that Vanessa Angel goes, yeah, stop him. Like Anise and Freya, they don't get any fussed with the muscle of the work. They're the intellectuals. They're like, nah, someone else do it.
How many Tok'ra is he taking out? Jeez.
Yeah, right.
I know. It takes like 5 of them to get him down.
Mm-hmm.
That 6th one there.
Kree. Yep.
So you're essentially punishing an innocent person for Tanith's crappy information. What does he even?
Humans
There's
are
barely any
second-class
benefit.
citizens.
Yeah, but there's barely any benefit from using Tanith. Honestly, it does nothing. Yeah, since there are no doors, shut up, Teal'c, because they're trying to, get info. Oh God, they don't like this.
But how does he intend to communicate with the Goa'uld?
He gets one of those balls, doesn't he?
From where?
Yeah, I think he does have one.
Well, how did who is
What's
it?
his
Is
face?
it like Cordash or
Cordesh?
something?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cordesh. He got a ball somehow.
I
so,
suspect from missions.
Maybe,
but I mean,
yeah.
This
Maybe
guy
Cordesh
hasn't done
left something
anything.
behind.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I presume
But
at some
he kind
point...
of seems like he's like a rogue agent though, really, isn't he, Tanith?
Couldn't he like make one? Or maybe they secretly let him have one so that he could like send Apophis false information.
But they don't use that technology.
I know, but like I'm sure they could get one on a mission and then give one to him.
Unless-
That's
Like
true.
leave it hidden somewhere for him to
That's
find.
true.
Maybe somehow he communicates with them that he is on this planet, and then they send him something. I don't know.
But he's just standing there so sinister. Like, bro, like stop being so
Yeah.
obvious.
This is a great scene.
Yeah.
It is a good scene. So
like, I'm gonna kill you
Teal'c's
one day.
self-control is so impressive, but you can actually see like his jaw clenching.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
when Christopher
he's,
Judge has
trying to
that.
The
keep
clenched
his cool.
jaw, yeah.
Yeah, he always does that when he's like real mad. It
And
makes me so happy.
Tanith just assumes that Teal'c is upset over her death,
Oh,
which he is, but
Dan Ben said, don't they feed each other false information? Yeah, I think they do. I think the Togra feed them that, and then Apophis kind of feeds them bad information too. But I guess sometimes you've got to give
insincere.
proper information, so
Yeah,
in order to pass tests. Yeah, look, he's got a smirk on his face. I want to wipe
yeah,
that
he does.
damn smile off with Teal'c's staff weapon. Ugh.
he's out of focus.
Maybe that's the point.
Yeah.
Jacob said Teal'c is the real Jaws.
Yeah, they know.
This is like,
And that's a music reuse cue from Demons.
yeah, and they end up. That was actually the
chanting?
that was the DVD menu music for seasons 4 and 5's DVDs.
You had
Oh,
DVD
okay.
menu music in the UK?
Yeah, so when it loaded up the
That's
menu, it had a bunch of
cool.
spinning
We
gates. It'd be like,
didn't.
"Do-do-do-do-do," and it would do that
Wow.
every time I loaded it. I'll
Really?
record it at some point.
Yeah,
for you.
do that.
Um,
Ours didn't.
So, an IMDb reviewer called Shinnok a one and done character with a long lasting impact on the storyline.
Yep.
which
Oh, I
think
thought it was
is
gonna be
pretty
negative.
accurate.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it's positive. Good, yeah.
I don't know about you guys though, but I get like a little bit sick of Tanith after a while because he's kind of just like a regular Goa'uld, but with like a different origin story.
Yeah.
Like
He's just arrogant, like undeserved
Yeah.
arrogance. Like
just-
when Anubis goes and kills everyone, I'm like, oh yeah, you deserve to be
Yeah,
arrogant.
he's time and place. So this
Yeah.
his only advantage was time and place.
yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
pretty typical Goa'uld.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything impressive. He sucks.
Jeez. I like the actor though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic.
That was Crossroads, everyone.